So, Coach, tell us about your game. What can you do moving on?
I didn't think we had our best night tonight. I thought their zone bothered us. We haven't seen a lot of 2-3 zone, obviously being early in the year. I thought it kind of slowed us up. We were off to a great start in the year. We were 11-0. Then obviously, I just thought, the zone bothered us. We kind of played a little bit slower. We didn't rebound the ball well either. So couldn't finish plays on defense. It just wasn't our best night, but obviously we can get better at a lot of things.
Okay. Coach, you faced these guys before, right?
Not this year. Not this year.
And it would be a different team then.
Yes, different teams.
It struck me as starting the game, you guys had a more hot hand on the 3-point than your opponents. What happened there?
Yeah, I think maybe, they're switching defense to zone. It's settled. I don't know if it was legs, us getting the ball to the right guys at the right time. I thought there was just a stretch in the second half there where they took off and got up 50-38 and kind of spread the lead a little bit. And being 11-0, I don't know if we pressed a little bit. We haven't lost all year, really been in that situation. So it was a new environment for us, obviously being down. And I thought we just didn't make some easy basketball plays for a while and got a couple of rebounds that could have got us over the hump there.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Great, Harry.
How can you improve better defensively moving into the next game?
I think the defensive glass is our main, thing we got to get better at. I thought we did a pretty good job stopping them. We got them to miss a lot of the first shots, but they couldn't. We couldn't come up with rebounds, especially down the stretch. It was 60-54 at one time, and they had 2 rebounds there late in the game under 4 minutes that, made the score 62-54 and then 64-54. That, if we get those stops and score a bucket, it's a little bit of game pressure on them as well. And the game's a little tighter. So I think the defensive rebound is a huge thing we got to work on right now.
This is a question for Tyrese. We're sitting in the stands, and some of the people are saying it's the Tyrese show. At a certain point of the game, tell us about your game. You satisfied with how things? Obviously not the score, but tell us about your game and what you were satisfied with.
I really wasn't satisfied with nothing after we lost. So at that point, it's like now we just got to go back as a team and get better. I feel like I did good on the defensive end, locking down some players, but I feel like we didn't come together as all as one today. So since we lost, I feel like there's nothing to be satisfied about.
As a team, can you expect the unexpected? That's
Yeah, I think we've talked about it and we've worked on it. I think me and my coaching staff have been waiting to kind of play against the zone all year. And then we have a whole new team every year. So just, early in the year, especially November, December, we haven't seen much zone, obviously live action. So I thought that was the unexpected thing. We knew they were going to play some zone, but I thought it bothered us. There's one thing to go over it every day in practice, another thing to actually be out here in a game and playing against it. It's kind of NCAA basketball, why Syracuse is so good. People don't practice their zone offense every day. You practice more your man-to-man offense. So I think that definitely threw us off. It's something we got to get better at.
So after this loss, how's your mindset moving on to the next games? How would y'all, interpret the next games coming up?
I would say just take every game one at a time, focus and play hard all the time. Give our best effort because every team we play from now on is going to give us their best. So we got to come together as a team, play as one, and give our best effort every night.
Coach, is your philosophy no days off? Did I get that right? And what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's something we always talk about, and I think it's been a new thing for us here recently. When I was here in 2012-13, we were ranked number 1. We had Frank Mason and Devontae Dodd and some guys, and we've continued to talk about, we started off the preseason ranked 5th in the country, and then we beat Oak Hill in an exhibition game. We went to Prep School Showcase and beat Northfield and New Hampton, and everybody kind of lost in the top 4 spots, and all of a sudden we're number 1 here. So we have to be ready that every night we're going to get everybody's best shot, and it's a little bit different when you're the hunter than the hunted, So I think that was kind of, I thought they had a little bit more chippiness and a little bit more of an edge, and I think that's something we got to get back, obviously.
And how about you guys? Obviously buying into the philosophy. What do you make of that? So good road to take?
Yes, sir, definitely. Always got to work, stay on your toes, things like that. Can't really take too many breaks because something like this could happen again.
I haven't heard from you.
We got to work every day because next man going to be working to beat us because we number 1. So we got to just keep working like we number 1 to stay on top.
Any of you guys getting offers already?
I'm committed to Penn State.
Oh, you are?
Yes, sir.
And for people who are watching this, because a lot of people are going to be in your shoes, tell us how difficult it is to make a decision like that, and what sort of things do they need to keep in mind as they approach that opportunity?
I would just say make sure it's the right fit for you personally and not really think about what anybody else says. coaching staff, great relationship with the coaching staff. Feel like they'll help you get better as a person on and off the court. The school, if the school's for you, whether the school's a party school or, you go to class, you're nerds, things like that. And then just really narrow it down to the decision and then pick the best one for you.
So why is Penn State a good fit for you?
Me and the coaching staff really click. We all have a great relationship. I talk to them a lot. The school is great, the biggest alumni base in the world. So, with a Penn State degree, you go anywhere in the country and somebody will recognize you by your degree or by your face or something like that. And the basketball program is definitely on the rise in the Big Ten. So I just want to be a part of something that's getting better.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anybody want to talk about the battle on the boards? I mean, obviously you're not satisfied with the outcome of the game, but give us a sense of how it was, how the fight was.
It was aggressive. They weren't soft. They were like longer. So like we're used to like just jumping and getting rebounds. So like we had to learn to box them out. Like they weren't going aggressive at the rack, getting rebounds, getting stick backs, tipping it out. It was the actual plays that was getting us that we want to get correct.
So in the game, are you guys having fun or your mind is just set up to win?
Really a little bit of both. Winning is fun. So as long as you're on the track to winning, the game is fun. But, when you lose, you got to try to focus and still try to have fun, but you got to buckle down and get serious.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was a great, obviously, event. I thought it was a great place. We wish we'd had a better performance tonight, but I think we can always learn from things. We've had a really good start. I think if we can grow from this loss, sometimes you can, grow from a loss. And, we try to talk about all the time, there's great things you gain in sports. And one thing is competing and trying to win. I think that's what Rasir is saying, too, is that, it's a great quality. There's all kinds of qualities in sports that obviously can help you be good as a professional, down the road. And, we try to have our guys compete every single day. Because the rest of your life, you're going to be competing for something. So we're obviously down and upset. But, if we can learn from our mistakes, our goal was never to go 12-0. It was always to win a national title. So we still definitely have that all in our reach. So now it's how can we get better so this doesn't happen to us again.
Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.